What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness, the news reviews, and together with me the much anticipated review of the Steel supplements. Amped as fuck. Amped AF. Listen, people, I think since I started the channel there's been a couple of pre-workouts that everybody's been asking, hey, when are you going to review this and that? Steel supplements, Amped as AF and Charged AF, and generally speaking the Steel supplements pre-workout family has been definitely on the top of that list. So today is the day when we start reviewing these products. Listen, I'm gonna take you through the label, then I'm gonna share with you my personal experience, because this is really what matters at the end of the day with these pre-workouts. And then I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so Steel supplements, I mean, this company is doing really well. I mean, they have a couple of crazy ass, athletes and promoters, Robert Frank being one of them. I'm gonna put something here just to remind you who this crazy dude is. And then, I mean, they have a couple of products. They really have two family of products, I would say. They have the pro-hormone side of things, andro products, which I never touched and I'm not planning to. But that's super popular, and I think it is one of their best-selling, if not their best-selling line. And then they have the regular gym junkie, bodybuilding type supplements. They have a full line. They have the pre-workouts, they have intro workouts, they have post-workouts. I mean, they have fat burners, everything you're used to. Now, I really like what they've done with packaging, and we've seen a couple of companies do this, right? The black and white, just very clean, very hardcore type message, but products that you can buy on Amazon to some extent. So anyway, Steel supplements, Amped AF. So they have two pre-workouts really. They have Charged AF and Amped AF. And traditionally, they were very similar. They actually, if you go back a couple of years, then the only difference between them was that the original Amped AF had the DMAA in it, 1.3. And now none of them has DMAA, but still the way that they are positioned is that Amped AF is more the steam junkie version and Charged AF is supposed to be just the hard hitting version. I'm gonna try Charged AF and review this probably in a few weeks from now, and I'm gonna tell you the differences when I actually try this one. Amped AF though is the hard hitting one, it's like the strong steam junkie one. Now, made in the US, very proud of it. Most supplements that you buy, pre-workouts and stuff like that, are made in the US. I'm not very sure about that claim. I mean, it's a great claim. It's not very different though. As far as what this pre-workout is supposed to bring you, so I'm gonna go through the label relatively quickly, even though there's a lot of ingredients here. But this is a proprietary blend. Don't like the fact it's a proprietary blend. I don't think that there's any reason to do proprietary blends, to be honest. This is a proprietary blend. There's a couple, I mean, everybody raves about Mesomorph, you know, the original high-tech pharma Mesomorph, and we're all still, and a lot of you guys that are watching my reviews still praise it and miss it. It was a totally freaking proprietary blend. So, I don't like it, but if the pre-workout works at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. Don't like it though, don't like it. And if you hate proprietary blends, like you say, hey, if it's a problem, I will never buy it, then just stop watching this review. Anyway, as far as what's in it, you do have outlined vitamin B6 and vitamin B12 at like humongous dosages, probably overdosed. And then you have the, let's say, open label part of this formula, which is really short: 4 grams of L-citrulline, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, and 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, which is going to help with muscle protein synthesis and some power output. All of these are well dosed. 4 grams of L-citrulline, pure L-citrulline, is good for pumps, and 3.2 for beta-alanine, tingling, and whatever endurance. And then you have that betaine. Anyway, then you have what's really important here, which is this energy and focus blend at 1.43 grams. Now, this is a super proprietary blend. On their site, actually buried in the questions and answers, you will find that as far as caffeine, they have 260 milligrams. So that can help us a bit to understand the quantities on this thing, because, you know, quantities in labels are actually according to order. You have N-acetyl-tyrosine, which I'm guessing 500 milligrams, but I don't know, it can be 1 gram, whatever. 260 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous, and then you start this huge list of stuff. Now, interestingly enough, some of the ingredients here, I mean, most of the ingredients here I've seen before. Some of them I've seen in like 10 different pre-workouts. So I have to give this to Steel supplements. As far as the label itself, this is definitely a unique label, and this is maybe why they went with a prop blend. But as far as the combination of ingredients on this one, I don't think I've seen this combination nowhere else. You know, a lot of the times we see I review pre-workouts, and they're similar in their combination. They might have different quantities of similar ingredients, but they're all around, you see the same stuff. This one is definitely very different. One thing that you will notice here, it is DMHA free, so there's no DMHA here. What it does have, it has Sinigella Bellanderi, which is the last time I saw it was in the new version, the DMAA free version of APS Mesomorph actually. And they actually outline the alkaloids that they produce out of it. And there's a long list of alkaloids here, mostly PEAs, right? Different types of PEAs. I'm not going to go into it because, again, I don't know the quantity. So I can only tell you that there's less than 260 milligrams of PEA combo here. But I can also tell you, maybe it's 200, maybe, I don't know. But there's also some alkaloids here that I literally never seen together before in a pre-workout, which is really interesting. Then afterwards you have a bunch of other stimulants. So you have NMT, you have hordenine, which I actually like the combination of hordenine with PEAs. If hordenine here is probably like, my guess is 50 milligrams, that's right on target with the combination of PEAs and caffeine. You have, what else do you have here? So you have hordenine, like I mentioned, you have NMT, which is going to help with the fast hitting energy. So NMT hits you really hard, doesn't last for too long, like I think the half-life is like 15 minutes, but it gets you that immediate rush of energy, which I actually like it. I mean, it depends how you like to get hit with a pre-workout. You have theophylline, which is actually, that's going to help you with respiration. Basically, it's used to treating asthma. So, you know, like to basically get more oxygen into your body, that's going to help. Then you have the isopropyl version of synephrine. I love this version. You see it on MyoBlocks type pre-workouts. Really like it. It hits different than synephrine. So you get energy, but it's more sustained energy, and it somehow hits harder than synephrine. I actually like it. And then they have their own, what they call 1,3, which is, I'm guessing, from a marketing perspective, supposed to feel like 1,3 DMAA, but it's not. It's really a combination of a couple of stuff that really, some of them you've seen in other pre-workout, right? Like Hygenemine and a couple of others, but some of them are very unique to these guys. One of them specifically is the Arcoline Hydrobromide, which Savage Roar by Kai Green had it, and a couple of others. I can tell you, this thing, you don't see it very often. It's an orchid extract, orchilene. You see it in some, I think in Chaos and Pain you have orchilene, and a couple of others. Not very often I see it. The combination here is super interesting in this 1,3. So it's a combination of other stimulants. We don't know the quantities, but it's an interesting combination. Then you have Nuopet and Yohimbine and Nuperzin. So Nuopet is going to help with, I love Nuopet. I know that there's some research that shows that it might have some side effects. I love Nuopet. With the right combination of stuff, it really helps with focus. And then Nuperzin also helps with focus, and Yohimbine HCl. That's not alpha yo, but it's definitely you're gonna feel it if there's more than 5 milligrams here. Anyway, bottom line on the label, if I knew the quantities here and they were like rightfully dosed, this is one of the more unique labels out there as far as a pre-workout. This is not your run-of-the-mill, hey, I just put DMHA here, I put this here, I put this here, I put this here, and hey, together it works and it's great. But this is definitely, they've put an effort to make this different. So, but unfortunately it's a Pro Blend. We don't like it. I don't like Pro Blends, but it is a Pro Blend and it's a popular product, so we're gonna review it. And the stub is 30 servings, just another note around this label, and let's get to the experience, because this is why you're here. Okay, let's start with the flavor. This is the first Steel Supplements product I really try, so I know that historically Amped AF and Charge AF, and just generally speaking, the pre-workouts had a lot of negative reviews as far as flavor. I have the Black Cherry Sherbet. I can tell it's okay. Now, is it the best tasting pre-workouts I ever had? Honest to God, I don't give a shit what was the best tasting pre-workouts I ever had, because I don't care about flavor that much. But this is definitely not disgusting. You're gonna be totally fine. It's actually okay. Like, you take it, you drink it, there's a bit of an aftertaste, and you move on with your life. Didn't try the other one, they have 2 more flavors, but this one, the Black Cherry Sherbet, is actually okay. Like, I have zero problem. I'm not remembering it being great, but I'm not remembering it being to suck. And I just took this morning. Let's talk about the experience. The actual experience. Listen, guys, this hits you really hard and really fast. And the experience, and I'm going to talk to you about 2 types of experiences I had with this one. And I'm warning you in advance. The second version of my experience that I'm going to tell you about, don't try it unless you're like me, like a serious steam junkie. Let's start with the first experience, which is 1 scoop. So 1 scoop, listen guys, this is a beautiful experience. Really, I didn't know what to expect. There's so much marketing, there's so much, noise, and generally speaking, you almost, see a Pro Blend. This is a great experience. I really like this pre-workout. This is super hard hitting though. So I think for some of you, and I know Eddie from Muscle Players reviewed this one and just didn't like it because his heart was pounding really hard and he felt like bad. I definitely felt that heart pounding thing, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I actually, what I felt more than anything else is a serious sense of urgency. Serious sense of urgency to just get shit done. You know, my rest period between sets, I think, went down by like 30% because I didn't want to wait. You know, like you just go and you want to do shit. You just want to go. Definitely felt that heart rate increase. Now, some of you, this is not the Alpha Yo heart rate increase that I got, let's say, with Rage Nutrition, stuff like that, or, you know, Psychopharma, Edge of Insanity, where it was just not productive, which probably is what Eddie felt. For me, this was right on the, you know, right on the edge of not productive, but it was productive. But you definitely feel the heart rate going up. You definitely feel a very strong hit from an energy perspective. But you feel that sense of urgency. I mean, but like, you know, the focus here is also very, very good. Like really up there. The focus is up there. The energy is up there. The mood is, I mean, I can't say I felt mood elevation, like, you know, like Ares mood elevation or a couple of others, or Wild. But sense of urgency, the sense of urgency on this one, and the motivation to just go hard and not rest, just go and go and go and go, is really, really, really strong. Really strong. Really like this experience. Definitely gonna get back to this one. Now, I did do an experiment and I took a rounded scoop of this one. So, and I'm telling you right now, I mean, Eddie, and you know, Eddie's a steam junkie and he couldn't handle the scoop. I took a rounded scoop of this one. And I can tell you, this becomes one of the most hard-hitting pre-workouts out there when you take a rounded scoop. Like, so the heart rate does go up, almost like edge of not productive, but the sense of urgency just becomes way higher. And the energy on this thing lasted, or not the energy, the rage, that sense of urgency to get shit done, lasted like 3-4 hours after that. I took this yesterday with a rounded scoop, and I finished the workout and I was just going at it really, really hard. And then I went to do something, I had something to do, and this guy was saying, hey, do this. And I just said, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. And I just went and did that thing. It almost feels like you're on you know, like if someone does fast forward on your life, like everything just goes faster. You just want to go. And I can tell you, for some of you guys, this might be too much. On a rounded scoop, for sure. Some of you might feel too much on a full scoop, only just full scoop. But on a rounded scoop, for me, I'm not going to do it every day, but definitely felt a very unique experience. So overall, people, really like what Steel Supplement did with Amped AF. Don't like the fact it's a pro blend, but this shit works. I had no side effects except the increased heart rate. No side effects. So I suggest you guys start with 3/4 of a scoop. But this shit works. This shit works. You know, I didn't know what to expect, like I said. I didn't know if this is overrated, overhyped, over whatever. No DMHA. This shit works. Really works, and I really, really like it. If you want that sense of urgency, if you want to just go at it, then definitely give this one a shot. As far as where you can find it. You can buy it on the Steel Supplements website. We have a coupon for you, of course. We hunted down, talked with the company, got you a coupon. I'm going to link to that page on Fitness Deal News in the description below. There's also price comparison to this thing. You can also buy it on Amazon and a couple of others. Anyway, you know, we don't sell anything. We just tell you where the best price is, where the best deal is. So I'm going to link to the page on Fitness Deal News so you can compare prices and find the best deal out there. And listen, people, if this video was helpful and you're steam junkie, pre-workout decision-making process, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the pre-workouts and the other supplements that you buy. We try this stuff. We tell you exactly, and I mean exactly, what to expect. We don't just tell you it's good. We tell you exactly what to expect. And if you want to save money on Steel Supplements or anything fitness, you know where to go.